Hello, how are you getting on? I'm going to be having my very first Thanksgiving dinner today. I've never had it before. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Ireland, mainly because we are sort of a grumpy, ungrateful people. But I'm going to try and leave that part of my culture aside and be a little bit more grateful today. First, I'm going to show you my lovely shopping haul. I've got all of the most American ingredients I could find. Let me show you. Okay, so let me show you my lovely shopping I got. There's a couple of things here I've never had before. This is pumpkin puree. I'm going to try and make a pumpkin pie. We don't ever eat that here, and it sounds absolutely shite if I'm honest with you, but I'm going to give it a go. I think it might be more of a Halloween thing, but I just want to try and make it. I've got pecans as well. I might make a pecan pie if I have the time. I have had it before, and it's lovely, but I'm definitely going to make pumpkin pie. Yes, I have bought pastry. I'm not making it from scratch because I'm a shite cook, okay? I'll only poison myself. It's dangerous. I've got some bacon, which I believe ye love, and then I've got a turkey, and I've got some mac and cheese here, Kraft mac and cheese. The reason I'm not making this from scratch is because I feel like the Kraft mac and cheese is the true American experience. Fake cheese, probably fake pasta. Fuck yeah, USA, let's go. I've never had this before, and if I'm completely honest with you, I'm afraid of it, but apparently it is a big part of Thanksgiving dinner. I also got these green beans, and I got these to make green bean casserole, which apparently you make with mushroom soup. That sounds absolutely diabolical, but I am going to try and make it because I've seen online that that's apparently common to have. I've got some cranberry sauce here. I've got some crispy onions. I think they go in the casserole. And yeah, anyway, let me just get into it. Sure, you'll see at the end what I'm making, but here's all my shopping. So here's me turkey. It's just a small frozen turkey. I didn't hunt it myself. Don't be giving out to me. And I have noticed it's a French turkey. I'm absolutely disgusted. You know how I feel about the frickin' French. I can't believe I've brought something French into my home. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'll have to get the priest over to bless the place. So I'm going to start by opening my turkey and putting it into this roasting tray. Now, when the turkey comes out, it is French, so I'm going to try and avoid making direct eye contact with the turkey for my own safety. Right, let's unwrap him. Oh yeah, you can immediately tell it's French. Just by looking at him, I can see he's got a bit of an attitude. I'm not going to lie to you, this looks absolutely horrific, but they have said on the packet it's okay to cook it from frozen, so let's go. I'm going to put it into my bacon tray, and then we're going to pop him in the oven for about 2.5 hours, so let's go. Right, so I've got the turkey wrapped in a bit of tin foil. That's right, tin foil, not fucking aluminum foil. That's the proper way to say it. And it's going in the oven now. Bon voyage, you bollocks. I'm going to put this beside the oven, just in case that French turkey comes out and gets any ideas. Okay, I think I'm going to go and peel the potatoes now. So for my mashed potato, I've got this lovely floury Irish rooster potato. I don't think this is the one the Americans use, but it is my favourite potato, and I won't be converted. So I forgot to baste the turkey, so I took it out of the oven, and now I'm basting it in some lovely Irish butter to keep it nice and moist. And see, people say I don't care about the French. Look at the tender I'm treating it with. So next up we have the green bean casserole. I'm going to give you a bit of a trigger warning on this one. It is sort of shocking footage. So this is mushroom soup, milk, green beans and fried French onions. There's a lot of French going on in this. Here's the green beans. As you can see, they look disgusting. I got them out of a can, which is what they told me to do. They look like they were grown on another planet. Adding the onions in hasn't made the situation any better. Here's the little bit of milk, and finally we're going to put in the mushroom soup. I did have a bit of a struggle with it. Got the heart rate up trying to get it out because it is condensed. It's like dried out mushroom soup. That's the one they said to use. It's very viscous. So I got it in there eventually, and here I am mixing. I've left the mixing sounds in just for your displeasure. So enjoy. So this looks absolutely horrifying. I'm not sure about this one, America. I will try and eat it. But it might be a danger. I feel like it might possibly grow into something that can have a thought. Okay, so I'm opening the pumpkin tin. One of the most terrifying moments of my life. I have never eaten pumpkin, but I've never been more certain of anything in my life that I will absolutely hate this. Oh, it's quite the look. It's quite the looker. There it is. Stunning. I'll give you a good look at that now. That's horrific. We'll give it a smell. Oh, I don't know how to explain the smell of this to somebody who's never smelled a pumpkin puree before, but it sort of smells like if a vegetable had an arse. Absolutely disgusting. But listen, I'm going to give it a chance. I don't know how this is going to turn into a dessert, but let's go. Let's pop this into the bowl. Here I am struggling to get the pumpkin out of the can. I thought you might enjoy this, so I left it in. Oh no. So now we're going to add 2 eggs in here, and then we have to mix this together. I don't know how that's going to make the situation any better, but we'll give it a shot. Right, there it is mixing together. Luckily for you, there's terrible lighting, but I have to see it up close and personal. Okay, so we've got some sugar here, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's go. Oh, close enough. Oh, this is... What you bastard. That's a teaspoon there, I'd say. That might be more than a teaspoon, but I do like a cinnamony charm, so that'll be fine. Next up we have ginger. Half a teaspoon of this. Oh, the spoon is stuck, and the spoon is stuck in the ginger. 1 second now. Oh, I might be able to retrieve it. That's probably half a teaspoon there. We throw that into the sugar. Aromatic. A bit of salt. Give it that little bit of depth. Half a teaspoon of this. I've broken the salt. That's okay. Oh. A little bit went in, but it's fine. You get into fuck your bollocks. Oh, that's probably enough. So then next, I couldn't find any cloves, so I assumed mixed spice. That's probably going to have some cloves in there. So let's put a little bit of that in. And this is to sweeten up our pumpkin mixture. I cannot see how this is going to save it. I'm a man who has a lot of faith in sugar, but even I don't think it can do this job. And I also have a can of condensed evaporated milk here. I don't really know what this is. I've never used it before. I think it might be some sort of thick sweet milk. You can have a look at it there. I'm going to try it. I don't know what it tastes like, so this is a first time experience for me. There it is. Hopefully it's not poisonous or raw, but sure, we give it a go. I don't like it, but anyway, we'll put it in. So we're going to add our sugary aromatic mix to our pumpkin mixture, and hopefully that'll make it smell nicer. There it is there now. It's starting to smell a bit more spicy, which I like. Now it's time to gradually stir in the condensed milk. It did say gradually in capital letters, so I'm going to be very careful here. And I know you probably can't see it that well, but you're not watching a high budget cooking program, okay? It's just me in my house trying to have fun. So let's go. Let's gradually add that. It's looking nicer. Okay, I'm not going to show you the whole pouring process. I'll come back at the end. Okay, that's done. So now it's time for me to roll out the pastry to put it in. So I've got my log of pastry here, and I'm going to cut it into a very aesthetic shape. Let's go. Okay, so... I've ruined it. It's very sticky. So this pastry log appears to be defective, so I'm going to go and get a better one. I'm probably going to spend a bit more money on it. So I actually figured out that the pastry was user error. I was supposed to let it warm up because it was in the fridge, so that's the reason that it was cracking everywhere. So my apologies to the pastry and my condolences to the previous pastry. So let's roll this one out. Look at that, nice and smooth. See, this is how you build a skill. I've only done this twice and I'm an expert. And now we're going to cut this into the shape of our pie cooking container thing. Okay, so now I'm going to place my pastry into my pie tin. I'm going to leave the peel on just in case I'm not able to get my pie out of the tin. I think this will make it easier. That's just a stroke of genius I came up with there earlier. I'm just going to gently... Now, we're probably not going to get a completely even crust, but that's okay. I'm just a beginner. We're not looking for perfection here. I am struggling a bit with it. So let's just try and find that right equilibrium there. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. So just gently in there. Gently pat it in and everything is going to be absolutely okay. So we'll pat him in there. We're going to make sure we keep a bit of a crust. It's important. And that's this coming together. I'm going to do this very slowly and I'm going to come back when it's been done to absolute perfection, as I'm sure it will be. I don't have a scissors, so I'm just going to have to cut it with a knife. I haven't needed a scissors so far in my 31 years of life. Today apparently is the day. So here it is. I'm very happy with it. Is it a bit of a mess? I think for a beginner, no. Now, if you bought this from a bakery, perhaps you would have grounds to avail of the return policy. But I'm actually quite happy with this. There's a little bit of overhang, but I think that's actually quite rustic. So now it's time to pour the concoction into our pie base. Here we go. It doesn't look any better than it looked right away. And to be honest with you, in the context of the pie, it's possibly worse. Because before it just looked like sort of a sludge. Now it looks like something that I am eventually going to have to commit to eating. So I'm happy with this. I have eked out a little bit of a problem area. There's a little bit of overhang here. The dam may burst during the cooking process, but I think everything's going to be okay and it's going to be very enjoyable. So you can see here it's starting to bubble a bit. This is worrying me. Maybe it's normal, but I'm starting to worry that the mixture of these ingredients has cast some sort of a spell. Look at that now. Our lovely turkey is done. Look at the aesthetics of it. Best looking French thing I've ever seen in my life. Gorgeous. Sorry, I kind of blocked out the sun there for a second. Look at that. Look at that sheen. Absolutely gorgeous, perfectly basted. Also, here's the bacon. I think I forgot to tell you that I was cooking this, but here it is. The spuds are nearly boiled there. It's all coming together now. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise, but shit is getting hectic in the kitchen now as we approach the final stages of the dinner. Now it's time for the mac and cheese. The macaroni is going. We're going to put some extra onions on top of our casserole to finish it nice and crispy. Okay, so now I'm adding the cheese powder to my macaroni. Oh wow, I've never quite seen that colour before. Fuck me. Definitely not what I would describe as cheese coloured, but we'll give it a go. Now, I'm about to mash my potatoes, and I know what you're thinking. Garen, give me your mashed potato recipe. Absolutely not. I believe I have the greatest mashed potato recipe of all time, as does every single person who's ever met me. I'm not giving that away at the end of a Thanksgiving video. It deserves its own video. So trust me that what's about to be created is the greatest thing you've ever tasted. So taste it with your eyes. Okay, so I tried to plate this up while I was filming, but it was simply impossible. So I had to do it off camera. And I know what you're thinking, Garen, have you stolen a child's portion? Why is that so small? Look, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, right? Will you encourage me instead of egging me on to eat more? Here we are. I'm going to try it now. Are you excited? So I'm going to start. I haven't put gravy on. Normally I would, but what I want to do here is get the raw flavours. So let's start with the mac and cheese. Here we go. I'm expecting very little from this. That is absolutely disgusting. It tastes like salty milk. Now, I know you can make better mac and cheese than this, but Kraft, what are you doing, guys? 2 out of 10 for the Kraft mac and cheese. Next, let's try the green bean casserole. I've never had this before, and I don't have high hopes. Let's go. Actually, that's surprisingly not bad. Would I have it again? Definitely not. But it's not bad. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 10. It's okay. So America, I like this. Now let's see how they team up. So let's have a bit of turkey, a bit of mac and cheese, and a bit of green bean casserole. There it is. It doesn't look very good. Let's have a go. Sort of works. The turkey brings it up to a 5 out of 10. That mac and cheese is horrendous. Now let's taste the lovely potatoes. As I suspected, 25 out of 10, absolutely delicious. So yeah, my favourite things, as I suspected, are the potatoes, the stuffing and the meat, and the mac and cheese and the weird casserole thing are my least favourites. But a thoroughly enjoyable meal, and I'm very thankful to be spending Thanksgiving with you. When people ask me what I'm thankful for, I say you, the lovely people who are watching me on the internet. Absolutely stunning, the whole lot of you. It's so unusual to see such a large, good-looking group of people. But I know what you all really want. You want me to try the pumpkin pie. So I'm going to be honest with you. You can probably tell by the fact that my hair is a mess that I've become stressed during this process. The pumpkin pie does not look great. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to show it to you now. It's a bit burnt. So yeah, obviously it's not absolutely perfect, but we will keep an open mind. Let's cut ourselves a slice. Okay, so I don't think it's properly set, so I just took a tiny bit. I don't have time to let it set. It's getting late, and I want to get the taste of it, the flavour. I'll give you an update tomorrow and let you know if it tastes better when it's set, but let's just have a go of it. Let's get a bit of the crust and a bit of the pumpkin-y bit. So here it is. Very skeptical. Let's go. It's actually pretty fucking good. It has a bit of a vegetable-y texture that I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm shook. This is actually really nice. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The pumpkin pie is actually pretty good. That has fucking shocked me. Let's go in again. I'm sort of used to the texture now. I know what to expect, but this is really nice. I'm upgrading it. It's an 8 out of 10. I'm going to try it when it's set tomorrow. There you go. Pumpkin pie is actually delicious. And so are you. Stay delicious. And follow me, I'm delicious. All the best. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you. And hopefully you've got a lot to be thankful for.